When Butch Dawson walks by the former Bell Foundry, the vacant, 13,000 square foot building the Baltimore rapper once called home, he often stops, just momentarily. I look up, and look inside the windows, and get this weird nostalgia, said the 24-year-old West Baltimore man. There was no negative energy. It was a true safe space in the center of the arts scene. It couldn't have been any better than that. The former industrial building on North Calvert Street housed dozens of artists of varying backgrounds and practices, and regularly hosted unsanctioned live performances, fostering a free-spirited and supportive community that enlivened the Station North Arts District. But then a fire last December, at a similar space in Oakland, California, killed 36. Within days, Baltimore fire and housing officials received a tip about the Bell Foundry. They took a look, evicted the tenants and condemned the space for safety violations and deplorable conditions. A year later, Baltimore's DIY arts and music scene is still feeling the effects. Artists say they don't know whether city officials are trying to help them out or shut them down, and they're concerned that their homes and studios could be closed next. This sense of uncertainty has pushed the scene further underground, they say. Mayor Catherine Pugh has established a task force to address artists' concerns about a lack of safe, affordable spaces to live and work in the city. But the group's progress has been slow. A self-imposed June deadline for releasing a set of recommendations has come and gone, and closing a long-existing gulf between the arts community and the city bureaucracy has proved difficult. So many people are like, "I'm tired of Baltimore because all this expletive is happening," local musician Sarah Autry said. "It's like the magic that brought you here is gone." Pugh signed an executive order in April stating artists could remain in spaces despite code violations so long as the buildings do not represent an imminent threat to life or safety. The goal was to bring artists temporary peace of mind, but artists say the number of DIY shows has still dropped off in the past year. In recent years, Dan Deacon, one of Baltimore's best-known musicians, has toured with Grammy nominees Arcade Fire and Miley Cyrus, at times playing arenas with capacities above 20,000 people. That success and exposure would never have been possible, Deacon said, without underground spaces like. In recent years, Dan Deacon, one of Baltimore's best-known musicians, has toured with Grammy nominees Arcade Fire and Miley Cyrus, at times playing arenas with capacities above 20,000 people. That success and exposure would never have been possible, Deacon said, without underground spaces like. For some, the vibrant, freewheeling arts scene that once made Baltimore attractive is no longer recognizable. Autry, who sings and plays bass in the indie rock group Wing Dam, says she came to Baltimore in 2010 because she was drawn to the flourishing arts scene, and its abundance of DIY performances in spaces such as the Copycat Building, the Annex, Flory Street and many others. These buildings still exist, but artists say they are much less active in the DIY scene than years past.